What's going on, workforce? Brian here, and we've got some awesome Final Fantasy XIV related news for you guys today. Obviously, if you've been wondering when you're going into Heavens on High, which is the new deep dungeon with patch 4.35, that is going to be July the 3rd. So if you got, if you don't have any plans for the 4th of July weekend, it looks like you might have some plans after all to be able to kick back, relax, and run probably too much Heaven on High to the point where maybe by the end of the weekend the thrill is gone and the love of it is is annoying. But so we've got Heaven on High, and then we've got the new adventures of Hildebrand that are coming with patch 4.35, which is really exciting. 4.36 is when the next phase of Eureka drops, so I would expect this probably sometime mid-July, especially if we're getting this patch on July 3rd. Now, there's a little bit of other information here that's really exciting to see. And so over on the Japanese devlog side, they have a post. Obviously, this is Google translated, so take for it what you will, but this is my horrible interpretation of a interpreted document on the Japanese development side. We should see a post on the American dev side of this probably sometime later today. So more official stuff probably happening this afternoon. But I want to let you know that if you've ever used the item search feature, it kind of just says, hey, you've got so much of, you know, this particular item on your inventory or on your retainers. Like whenever you're doing crafting, it's super useful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, whenever you go like into a crafting recipe or really anything, you do the sub command, options, and then you can say search for item, and it'll tell you if you already have that item in your possession. It looks like it's getting an upgrade, and basically it's going to tell you who, where, like what retainer is it in your inventory, is it on your Chocobo saddlebag? Basically, that's my interpretation of it. So you're able to see where those items or item might be located. And what's interesting, they point out, is that you see check marks, you see question marks. Turns out, obviously, Final Fantasy XIV stores data on the server, but it also will cache a little bit of that data in temporary memory on the client. And so that's kind of where the question mark comes in. You can actually kind of see it scroll down. They're kind of talking about this here, in which that when you're doing that search, if you play on multiple systems, like many people do, especially if they're going from PS4 to PC, well, maybe the search, it's in memory on one system and it hasn't been found in the other, and so you'll have to go in and obviously see it. But as you see it, it's collecting that information. So it seems very useful. Obviously, it's not perfect because it's not actually doing a server-side search, but I think that they're trying to look at it any way that they can kind of improve your user experience as far as it goes. I think this is a really awesome idea, rather than saying, oh, you have 1,000 of this and then having to go jump through retainers and screens. Anyway, that's my complete interpretation after reading the Google translated document. This piece in and of itself could be, I could be reading it wrong, I could be understanding it wrong, and if I am, I'll be sure to do an updated post on this topic whenever it comes out in full English, which is somewhat my native language. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for a little bit of news posts. I'm hearing a lot of interesting rumors. I'm not going to really go into it right now, but a lot of interesting rumors, a lot of talk about Final Fantasy XIV and other platforms is being had. And also, if anything becomes official, I'm going to be so excited and giddy, it's going to be hard to contain it. But I just want to leave that there. Love to know your thoughts on this or anything we talked about in today's video. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you're excited about with 4.35 and let's have that conversation. But for Work to Game, my name is Brian. Thanks so much for watching this video and hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Hey, what's going on? This is the end screens. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit one of these whatevers around the screen for some even more fun. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know what Google's thinking.